Hey yo, what up, what up, what up, fans of the fucking sport, what up? It's Lemekh with selahsportstv coming back at you with another one. This one's gonna be a little different, and it's only because I got a little bit of time on my hands, right? And this shit is just funny to me. It's hilarious. It really is. Um, what this is about is the current Shannon Sharpe versus Kwame Brown. Shannon Sharpe versus Kwame Brown episode, right? As we know, Shannon Sharpe is the host of what's the name of that? Undisputed, along with Skip Bayless. And Kwame Brown is a former NBA player who has a pretty pretty good YouTube channel, pretty entertaining most of the time, right? Has some very good ideas, and uh, not that I agree with everything he says, but for the most part, he seems to be a good dude, which is pretty much what we all we can pretty much ask for. Like I think Kwame Brown has he's found his niche, right? Like as an NBA player, we rarely heard him talk, but come to find out, this guy, has a pretty sound perspective and worldview. In my opinion, that's just my opinion, right? But anyway, um, as we know, the Lakers were eliminated the other day in a 4-game sweep by the Denver Nuggets. And what happened is LeBron. I mean, we've been saying this for years. LeBron has no moves. Dennis Rodman said this. Dennis Rodman said he had no problem guarding a guy like that. You know, and the reason why he would have no problem guarding him is because LeBron has no moves. LeBron's thing, is to get the ball at the top of the key, call for enough screens, right, to where he'll end up with a point guard in front of him, and then he'll tank the guy to the basket, right? He'll run over the point guard into the basket. He'll just keep calling for switches, calling for screens until he gets the matchup, a favorable matchup for himself. So that's why he ended up running over Steph a lot and running over, Ja Morant, and that's what he does. So he's the wrong, basically, just a quick basketball term. Like it's bad to be one of these teams that quote unquote switch everything when you're playing against a LeBron James, right? No, when you play against LeBron James, you have to play solid man on man. No switching. You have to fight over, through, around screens. You might pick up some fouls, but I'm just saying, like, it's gonna be tough unless you got a big point guard. Now, if you have a big point guard, it'd be tough for him to do. But it's almost absurd to even be talking about LeBron at this stage. Like they force us to basically talk about him. But anyway, before I go on a rant, right? Let's just hear what Shannon Sharpe said first, because I'm not gonna go back to what Kwame said about LeBron's game. I think they're gonna address that in this video. So it was solid basketball critique with a little bit of humor in it. But as we know, Shannon Sharpe does not. He doesn't tolerate people criticizing LeBron James. You know, he does not tolerate that at all. Like, for whatever, I don't know what type of situation they got, but like LeBron, I mean, he defends LeBron like no other. So just take a listen. Just take a listen.
LeBron failing to force overtime or win game 4 against the Nuggets. Woo, he didn't hold back. Check it out.
I have never seen a guy of your caliber, supposed caliber. You don't even get a shot off. You supposed to be the best scorer in the game. You got all these points. But you were looking for a bailout again. Kobe Bryant would have probably looked at it, rose up for a 3 and won the game. Throughout history, people are going to, the little nerds are going to look up your stat line, and they're going to say, he got to be the greatest player that ever played the game. And people who actually play are going to know that is.
Right. So that's That was some ether, right? That was some ether, and he did dump that shit right on LeBron's head. He did. And here's my thing: like Kwame knew what he was doing. He knew that this was gonna generate a reaction, a strong one. He knew that. Maybe I don't know if he knew that Shannon Sharpe would chime in on it, but yeah, we know Shannon don't play that shit. So once that video goes viral and Shannon gets a whiff of it, yeah, Shannon's gonna yeah, we know how he is, right? But nothing he said was just. I don't think there was any personal shots. It was no low blows. It was basketball critique, right? Let's listen to what one Shannon Sharpe had to say about it.
Tell us how you really feel, Kwame. Shannon, what's your reaction to his thoughts?
I'm still don't know what would have been done. What would you have done? You're the number one overall pick.
Yeah.
I don't get it because LeBron was in a no-win situation. People say, LeBron, why would you settle for a three? Why would you shoot a step back this? He drives the ball. Jamal Murray does a great job of tying him up. And that even as he holds onto the ball, he's trying to get the shot up. Aaron Gordon blocks it. Now you're saying, well, he should have pulled up. It's easy to say what you should have done after the fact of knowing what has happened.
Yep.
And Skip, he said, you're supposed to be great? Really, Kwame, of all the people, he should never, ever question anybody's greatness. Because this is what we know. If there's a Mount Rushmore for busts in the NBA history, whether he's the first head, the second head, the third, or the fourth, he's on Mount Rushmore of bust NBA players. There's no question.
All right. Now, I've heard this said before, and I haven't been a Laker fan ever since that guy came to the team. And you know who I'm talking about, right? Ever since that guy came to the team, what was it, 2018, I think? 2018, 19, whenever that was, that's when I stopped being a Laker fan, right? But all growing up, I've always liked the Lakers. So I know Kwame Brown. I know who this guy is, right? I would not call him or classify him as like on the Mount Rushmore of busts. I just wouldn't. Was he a great player, a star player, all-star, anything like that? No, he wasn't. He knows that. But no. I don't think he's on that level of those other guys that were named. Number one, the proof is in the pudding, right? Look at Kwame Brown's, and I hate the pocket watch. I'm not a pocket watching type of guy. Look at the contracts Kwame Brown was able to get throughout his career. Teams don't re-sign busts for that type of bread, right? The guy's made lots of money. Lots, right? Lots of great contracts. And that's due to one thing. He was a hard-nosed player, right? Kind of an old school player. Hard-nosed. He's not going to give you like double-doubles every night, but he could. He had it in his game. Now, it sounded like Kwame was kind of a partier back then, right? When just him listening to his own stories and stuff, like, it sounded like he did a lot of partying. So, I mean, look, that's one thing. But to say he's Mount Rushmore of busts, I think Kwame should push back on that a little bit. But, I mean, I get it. It's part of his brand now. You know, he has the bust life thing going. It's going to be hard to kind of push back on it now, but I would. Like, I would not own that. I wouldn't. He knows what he's doing. I'm just saying, you only have people who have your image is it means a lot. Your legacy means a lot. So I would not have allowed those people to do that for that long. But anyway, we hear the type of venom that Shannon Sharpe is coming with, right? That's where he's gonna take it. And I wish you could see this motherfucker's face right now. I'm talking about like veins bulging out his fucking forehead, down his neck and shit. Like, he is pissed. Let's continue.
Mm-hmm. And then he's going to question a guy that's, whether you say he's first, second, he's top 5 of the greatest players to ever play.
Oh, okay. Now it was without questions, LeBron is the best. Now he's top 5. So you lowered him down too, buddy. See that? Because before it was disrespectful to say that Michael fucking Jordan. They said it was disrespectful to say Jordan is better than LeBron. These cocksuckers are crazy. But now even this guy. Let's continue. I'm not gonna. Let's.
I remember I heard him talk when Kobe scored 81. He's talking about he's hitting damn good screens. Really?
But he was. Look at the game. He was. He did. Because that 81 points, that was mostly jump shots, right? He wasn't getting to the basket. He was out there like, I don't know. He was setting good screens. And I think he was saying that shit tongue in cheek. Like, it's funny.
Dude, you the number one pick in the draft, and you talk about you setting screens.
Yep.
Talk about the games that you played. Talk about the game-winning shots you hit. And look, I get Kobe and Mike was graceful. They were elegant. They were Baryshnikov.
Yep.
But it's just not true. They haven't hit more game-winning shots than LeBron. The numbers don't.
Why is this cocksucker screaming at the top of his lungs? This dude is like pushing 60 years old, and he's like screaming. You hear this cocksucker? Listen to him.
Don't lie. You can just go look it up, Kwame. You have plenty of time. Hell, you own your farm down in Georgia. You got plenty of time. You ain't playing no hoops. You should have still been in the NBA. But you want to take a shot because this your thing, Skip. Look what it did. Everybody, he was trending.
See? And that's what has Shannon Sharpe upset. The fact that that video is trending, right? That's why he's mad. Pipe down, cocksucker.
He got exactly what he wanted.
Okay.
He trended more for saying something because sometimes, Skip, the only success you can have is taking a bite out of somebody that's successful. He trended more for what he said about LeBron than anything.
Successful. Successful? First of all, there's levels to success. Like a guy that starts from humble beginnings. Now, I don't claim to know everything about, Kwame Brown and his family and all that, but from what I do know, it sounds like he had a rough start, right? To go from that to the NBA, that's successful, buddy. Not only getting to the league, number one pick. So he got the bread. He got that money. And I just told you about the other contracts after that. Like, busts don't get paid like that. Right? But now you just gonna call him just unsuccessful. Like he is out at gas stations smoking crack and shit, like he's Delonte West or something. You gotta watch the words matter.
Thing he ever done in the NBA.
That's a fact.
Now that's a problem.
Yep.
That's a problem. Now, whatever you're good at, that's what you should be like trending for. Kwame Brown dropped 30 and 20. Kwame Brown had a triple-double.
Mm-hmm.
We can't pull up nothing where they say Kwame Brown ever had a great game. But he want to take...
Again, that's cat. That's cat. I remember games when I'm like, oh shit, Kwame went off. Right? Because at that time, I was real deep into the NBA, and I knew how tough it was going to be for the Lakers. That's when Phoenix was all, Phoenix had their little team, and Steve Nash, they was giving him the MVP trophies and all that. But Kobe was out there doing it. Kobe was definitely the best player in the league at that time. Even LeBron himself was saying that shit. So I remember those days. Kwame put up some numbers, he wasn't out there to put up 30 and 20. If the team is not featuring you like that, you're not gonna. How you gonna get 30 and 20 off of putbacks? If they're not running plays through you, it's not gonna happen, right? But hey, what do I know? And what the fuck does Shannon Sharpe know? He's an NFL guy. So I'm glad Kwame Brown does touch on it. So before I give it away, let's continue.
Take a shot. And the nerds will look at the stat line. You ain't got to look at the stat line. Go watch the game.
if you didn't think LeBron James played great in that game, sometimes you can play great, Skip, and still lose.
All right, so I can only take so much of that. I mean, LeBron, did he play great in that game for? In the first half, he did. Sure. But he didn't have a great game because the game is like it's 4 quarters, 2 halves, 4 quarters. And if you only play half the game, can I really call that a great game? No, you didn't finish. You didn't finish. But all I hear is like criticism for AD. When the team was playing through AD, they was winning games. And that's when LeBron wasn't even there. They don't need him. When they ran that ball through AD, they won. But as soon as LeBron comes back, he want to jack up threes. You know, he's all about, he plays for the numbers. So, yeah, I get on this basketball shit every now and then. You know, we mostly talk boxing over here, but yeah, we cover it all. You know, I played American soccer pretty much all my life. You know, I haven't really covered it on here, but I'm a sports guy. Right? Let's go to Kwame Brown's video, and hopefully this will be okay. You know, I'm not I guess I'm supposed to say fair use or some shit like that. You know, let's go ahead and do that, and let's play what Kwame says. I thought it was hilarious. See, Kwame, he got some you could tell he had a childhood. Like people, like when you've been through stuff as a kid, you learn how to roast real good, right? I'm the same way. I'm just not. I don't do it as much because I'm not in position to do it, right? Like people don't come at me like that. But when they do come to my channel or some shit like that, oh yeah, I can get with you. You know, I'm just mostly a serious guy, but I appreciate it, man. I like it. So let's peep what Mr. Brown has to say.
Shannon Sharpe. Hey, Shannon. Have you lost your God-loving mind, boy? You a guest in the house of this basketball talk. Didn't you know that? And now, since you don't want to act like a guest in this shit, and you want to invalidate me, you football-playing dummy. Nigga, there ain't no first downs in basketball, clown. How you gonna try to invalidate a man who was the #1 draft pick, boy? You want to try to put some bass in your voice when you talking to me? When you on a panel with a nigga that buckled you down, boy? You want?
Yeah, it's true. We remember how Shannon's voice was like, ah! He started squawking when Skip embarrassed him. And then Skip was sitting there looking at him like, what? Yeah, what? Put your motherfucking glasses on, nigga.
On a panel with a white boy that blamed his coach for not making it to college, and you want to try to invalidate me, nigga? Are you a clown or what? I'm so glad that you just exposed yourself, you clown.
Yeah, I'm the same. I'm kind of like that as well. And just just to divert quickly, real quick, away from this, we just had a big Devin Haney versus Lomachenko fight, and Devin Haney, we see clearly, Devin Haney is guilty of one thing, of winning. If Devin Haney had lost that fight, the same people that hate him so much, with so much vitriol and so much anger, and they would be singing his praises. Devin Haney, he showed so much heart. And it was a close fight. They'd be giving him all the credit, right? But he won. They didn't want him to win. Like, he was supposed to lose to Lomachenko. He's guilty of winning. And you see it now. They fucking say it. They come right out and say it. All he had to do was lose. If he had lost, we'd still like him. But he won. Everybody don't move like that. So for Devin Haney, bro, you just keep winning. Fuck these pound for pound lists. Fuck the credit. We don't need none of that shit. We don't need that. Get your money. Chase success. Right? Every day become a better person. Do shit like that. Fuck these opinions. Because people are going to have that. Back to the video.
You think you gonna put some bass in your voice when you talking to me, nigga? And that white boy made you say, I'm just trying to let me finish. Let me finish. You a guest in this house of basketball, nigga. Ain't no first downs in motherfucking basketball. You big, tall, thick-tongued punk motherfucker. You a thick-tongued idiot. Did you not know that?
You can tell niggas be mad. When niggas be saying shit like that, dudes be mad, bro. He's mad. He probably want to call him other shit. For real. I would. Because it applies. It wouldn't even be fake. Like, we see this dude walking around with fucking auntie sweaters and shit and pocketbooks. Like, fuck Shannon Sharpe. And I'm going to tell you something else. Like, matter of fact, let me just play this.
Ain't no first downs in basketball, boy. So, I don't know what make you think that your opinion on basketball is more than mine because you a fanboy for LeBron. You called me emotional and you was finna fight a whole goddamn Memphis Grizzly team because of your love affair, LeBron. You the reason why John Morant probably carrying guns right now. John Morant was like, oh shit, a big ass nigga in a sweater, a grandmama sweater, trying to fight his daddy and the whole damn team. You the reason why. I think John Morant ain't trying to be no thug. He carrying guns everywhere because he's scared of goddamn Shannon Sharpe fanboy ass. John Morant, put them guns down, boy. Get you some of this tactical shit right here. Get you some of this right here for a big, thick-tongued punk. Do what you need.
Nah, I'm gonna tell you something, man, about these big, super big dudes, muscular and all that. That shit don't mean nothing, bruh. Like, I mean, don't get me wrong. Don't let them grab you and shit and take you to the ground. Don't let them do that. But most of these motherfuckers ain't used to getting hit in their fucking mouth. So that, like, look. You gotta look through the muscles, bro. You gotta look through the muscles. Like, these motherfuckers can't fight. They ain't used to getting punched in their fucking mouth. They be ready to go take a nap as soon as they get hit. Snoring and shit. Out. Yeah, I'm not the Mace type. Like, you step to me, it's either gonna be hands or that thing. And I ain't talking about that. I'm not no Mace type of dude. If it's bad enough to where I gotta do that, I'm gonna get you out of there. But I ain't even trying to speak that into existence for real, cause like I like my freedom. You know? But let's go.
Hey, spray that big, thick-tongued motherfucker in the eye. You fanboy and calling somebody emotional and you about to fight a whole damn team about LeBron. You supposed to be a damn analyst, not a fanboy.
It's true.
You ain't nothing but a fucking fanboy. You done lost your goddamn mind. That motherfucking testosterone must have hit you too goddamn deep this morning, boy. I didn't say nothing about LeBron's legacy. I said he didn't learn how to get to a damn spot. And now you want to get mad and you want to invalidate a whole man about his opinion because you a fucking fanboy? You better not run your big breeder looking ass up on me. But I got something for ya, you little fucking fanboy. You done scared John Morant into carrying guns every damn way, huh? Allegedly, I think I snapped because you a fucking fanboy. You on the damn panel. You, Skip Bayless, Stephen A. Smith, none of you motherfuckers played basketball, but you want to say that I can't talk basketball because I wasn't good? That was
Excellent. This is the point of the whole fucking show right here. These people, look at how Shannon Sharpe, same guy, and Skip Bayless, same fucking guy, same guys. Look at how they talked about Russell Westbrook last year. Right? Look at how they talked about him. Neither one of them would score a point if they played against Russell Westbrook in an actual game of basketball. It would be 10-0. Whatever they go to, it'll be him having 10 and them having nothing. They talking about a real life basketball star, a all-time great player. Is he one of my favorite players, Russell Westbrook? No, he's not one of my favorite players. It ain't about that. It ain't about whether I like him, don't like him. It ain't nothing, like, he's a great fucking player. Period. Look how they talked about him. And they never played in the league. So if Kwame Brown can't talk, what the fuck you talking for? But see, that's these mainstream media cocksuckers. It's like they got this. It's like it's a us and them type of thing. Like they can do shit that nobody else can do. Like, how dare you speak about LeBron? Even though you speak about people all the goddamn time. Trashing players. I mean, they trash Russell Westbrook on a daily basis. It was horrible. On a daily fucking basis. Now he's not there. Now they found other people to blame. And they getting creative with it now because they have to. It don't matter how many threes LeBron jacks up. It's never going to be his fault. It's AD. AD need to step up. Well, AD is not a guard. He don't bring the ball up. He got to get somebody to give him the fucking ball and run the offense through him. When they do that, they was winning. And AD he ain't one of my favorite players, but like, hey, look, I'm a results guy. When they played through him, they were able to get victories. They were. So I'm gonna let it go a little bit longer, but that's really the main point. Is like, if he can't talk, how the hell do you get to talk? If Kwame Brown can't talk, a guy who banged around in the league like he did, he was on teams with Jordan, and he was on a team with Kobe, right? And I think that is probably the worst thing that happened. I mean, it's hard to say it's the worst thing. Like, getting drafted number 1 can't be the worst thing in your life, right? It sounds crazy to even say. But for his basketball career, it wasn't the fact that he went number 1. It's the fact that Michael Jordan drafted him, right? If Michael Jordan didn't draft him, he would have been able to develop a lot better, in my opinion. You know, but you get drafted by Michael Jordan, who's playing still, like, it's all about him, pretty much. You know, Michael Jordan don't give a fuck about your development. He never gave a fuck about, like, developing young players and shit. That's not his thing. Now, yeah, he did help develop Scottie, but shit, when he was doing that, Mike was still young. They were both kind of young still. You know, it wasn't like he was some veteran. He didn't do that.
What'd you say? Well, motherfucker, I'm better than all you some bitches.
Exactly.
Oh, that bust your whole point right there, dummy. Nigga, you lucky you can catch a goddamn football. Back in the day, a big, ugly motherfucker like you with a thick tongue and a stutter like you got, only thing a nigga like you was good for is fighting or fucking. Motherfucker used to breed a ugly motherfucker like you.
Pause. But yeah, that's about all I got, man. I thought this was one of the funniest takes that Kwame Brown has had. You know, I don't get a chance to see everything on here, but I mean, go check his channel out, right? Go check it out, and you see how you feel about it. Because this video, I only played about 4 minutes. It's about a half-hour long video, but you know how videos go sometimes. You know, you can keep making the point over and over again, and that's cool. It's about content, but yeah, I'm not a fan of these scumbag media types. You know, especially the way these mainstream media people do it. Is like, how dare you not worship LeBron James? Man, get the fuck out my face, man. It's time for LeBron to retire so that we can get the sport back. And then, like, maybe I want to see what these fans do, like these over-the-top LeBron fans. You know, I want to see what they do when this guy's not around. So hopefully that happens. But that's all I got. If you like the video, shit, go ahead and slam one down on that like button one time. Peace.